So I want to talk about Little Women Atlanta. I didn't get to do the review for it, so I want to talk about it now. Um, I think the season finale was the fashion show. I think um, Tamara had got this opportunity from her comedy showcase to model in a fashion show. One of the ladies saw her, thought she would be great as a model. Then she also called Andrea to come and model because Andrea models when she feels like it. And so they got up there and they did their thing. They looked beautiful. Tamara is everything in life. I live for Tamara. Um, so yeah, we also found out in the season finale of Little Women Atlanta that Amanda, who's married to Jordan, they want to move back to Texas where their family is. Um, she ended up telling her sister Andrea, and of course, Andrea wasn't feeling it. They are very close. Andrea definitely depends on Amanda more than Amanda depends on Andrea. Um, and she's always been there for Andrea, etc. And now it's time for Andrea to put her big girl drawers on and grow up a little bit without her sister. But like I said, I would never understand what that is like because I'm not a twin. I also did not grow up with a sibling that's like that close to me or whatever. So as you guys know, as I got older, I developed a relationship with my siblings and stuff. But from childhood all the way up, that's a it's a different thing. And they're both being little people and having to do everything together anyway, and being each other's support system while people are probably picking on them and stuff. It's a lot of togetherness that they have went through. So yeah, but at some point it's like, oh child, I gotta have my own. She's married now. It's a different thing. I could see if they were both single and stuff, but they're married now. So yeah. But the crazy thing I thought about was the fact that how is it that Amanda and Jordan, they want to go back to Texas where their family is, but Andrea, your kids are in Texas where your parents are that's raising them, but you don't want to go to Texas, but you just in Atlanta playing hopscotch or riding around in cars. Like, I don't understand. You need to take your ass back to Texas with your sister so that you can help your mama out with them kids. Your parents ain't gonna be here forever, sis. I don't understand that. Andrea's trifling as hell. Trifling. God bless their parents, because I don't know what she gonna do without them. Get your life, girl. While you're trying to figure out what you want to do, really, and doing your thing and stuff, get you a regular job somewhere, and how about with your children? Even her man, her baby daddy, Andrea's baby daddy, is back in Texas. He left Atlanta and back in Texas. I don't know if he's seeing the kids, but he back in Texas. Everything, the fact that you have children, that should bring your ass back to Texas. Andrea. You see, Money went back trying to do her thing. She got a son back there. What is you doing? And I don't know what you're going to do now. You trying to remain on the show as one tiny twin. That's not gonna work, beloved. Okay, you trying to? It's not gonna work. And y'all know y'all two are together. Y'all fight together. Y'all do everything together. And so, what you gonna do without your sister there? Is you gonna be able to go up against a bureau by yourself? I doubt it. But okay. That was all the season finale. Now, the reunion. Terra Jole, whatever her name is, she hosted Y'all know from Little Women LA. I've never liked Terra really. But she's just entitled white woman. However you want to slice it, however you want to say it, whatever it is, that's what she is to me. And I just don't like how she's very condescending and slick at the mouth, and she's not my cup of tea, but whatever. She was the host. She looked pretty though. I liked her eye makeup. As far as fashions, I like Money's dress, not her hair. I like Miss Juicy's hair, not her dress. The twins look basic, and the two best dressed was Abira and Tamara. Whoop, there it is. And so they get to talking and everything. They started talking about how mean the girls was to Tamara. She was honest. She was just like, they was all mean to me. None of them took to me, and I understand me being a new girl, but them coming in thinking I'm trying to replace Miss Minnie is ridiculous. And that was not the case. And they was just mean and ugly to me. Abira was just like, and I reacted to her in the way that I would react to anybody. Brand spanking new, coming up on my boat trip that I planned with all the rest of the girls that I barely get along with, and I'm trying to get along with. Brand spanking new. I didn't know that she was coming, and that's how I reacted. I understand that, but I do feel like all the ladies was a little bit mean to Tamara. Not so much the twins. And Abira was a little spicy, but we all know who was the meanest, which was Money. But where Miss Juicy dropped the ball at is that she should have told them that she was coming. That's what she should have did. Told them that she was coming a day or so ahead of time to let them know. I don't really like pop-ups and all that kind of stuff either. Now, would I have been mean to the girl? No. But that's just me. I would have talked to her, get to know her a little bit, etc. But I do understand the concept of not being overly nice to somebody. But what I've tried to, just because I don't like for nobody to feel like they're left out or anything like that, then yeah, I would have. But hey, that happened. Well, look at Tamara now, child. She's a Rihanna's lingerie line. She is one of the ambassadors, child. Savage Fenty, and she is doing it. Tamara is doing things that the rest of them are not doing. Maybe won't do, and probably it's just not in their future to do. So she's a beautiful lady, Tamara, and young lady, and she's fierce. And they can't take her. And that's on period. Terra kept trying to dig in there and dig in there and dig in there at Miss Juicy. By asking Tamara, how does she feel about Miss Juicy? And did Miss Juicy help you? And Abira, I know at one point you was you got Tamara to be one of your dancers, for one of your songs. And do you feel like at that point that you was mentoring Tamara, something that Miss Juicy should have did? Tara was just trying it. But Miss Juicy had a stank attitude that night. I guess she watched them cameras back and realized that man wasn't into her as much as she was into him. And she was stank. She had a stank attitude. She had something she wasn't here for Tara's shit. And I absolutely fell out laughing. It was too funny. So what else happened? So they started talking about the twins, about them separating and all that kind of stuff. They had a moment where they was kind of getting into it with each other. At one point, somehow Abira and the twins got into it about something. I think Abira was commenting on something. They got mad. Abira said something back and forth. Then one of the twins got up and decided to leave. Oh, I know what it was. So they went back and did a flashback at the beginning of the season when Abira had got into it with the twins at Miss Juicy's sunglass launch or whatever. And they got into the whole spitting thing. When Abira was talking to the twins, she was yelling and spit came out her mouth. She did not mean for it to come out her mouth. For some reason, in the twins' minds, they thought that she purposely spit on them, which is crazy. If she purposely spit, she would just be like, she would hawk spit, at them. Like, come on. The twins purposely spit on Abira, right? And so then they also got into the fact that Jordan's big ass, he got in it and was pushing Abira back from fighting such and such, in which I understand where he's coming from. He don't want nobody to hurt his wife, etc., etc. But at the same time, sir, it's two of them. It's two of them, and they were jumping on Abira, but because Abira's black, and because Abira, everything that Abira is, she is gonna even if she's in the right, because of how this world is set up, she is gonna automatically be the aggressor. She's gonna automatically be the one that's in the wrong. And so they're instantly gonna want to protect, the Latins. They're gonna want to protect the twins and not Abira. I do understand Jordan getting into it, like I said, but also he's too big. You too big, sir. Sit down. Security was there. If your wife would have got her ass whooped, she just would have got her ass whooped. She would have been fine, I'm sure. There was a whole bunch of people standing in between. There was no need for you to get up and jump. So that's what they got into it about. Because Abira, I guess she was making it seem as if Jordan had hit her and put his hands on her, etc., etc. And so the twins had got up and walked off from that. And then the other one followed, as they do. Then as they walked off, here come Terra running to him, talking about, be professional, be professional. So because I'm emotional right now and I'm having a moment and I want to walk off and collect myself, that somehow means that I'm not being professional in your mind. See, it's all that kind of stuff. All that language and verbiage that I can't do, Terra. I can't. What else happened, y'all? They got on Abira and Bumpman. I do think Abira and Bumpman is a cute couple. They actually performed a song. It was a nice little bop or whatever. I think that the other ladies should expand their mindset when it comes to dating people. The other ladies like average size men, in particular extremely tall men, like 6 feet plus. And I'm just like, I understand you like what you like, but you need to expand your mindset, sis. If Abira is willing to date another little person, why do y'all think y'all too good to date another little person? So I don't know. Miss Juicy Baby said that she was just friends with old boy, and all of a sudden she's just friends. But at one point she said she wanted to marry him and was in love with him, and he just sat there and looked at her and kept drinking his sweet tea. But whatever, she's too embarrassed to admit that he was not that into her. But okay. Let's see what else happened. Monty divorced Moreland. Good for her. Good for her. At one point I was rooting for them, and then another point I was like, But if Money is back on this show next season, Moreland gonna pop up because Moreland want to be on TV. Moreland likes the attention. He does. And some of y'all got to realize some of these dudes y'all be dealing with just be as fame hungry and starving for attention as some of y'all be. And y'all need to watch that. These men want to be stars. They want to be stars up on the screen. They want to be a star. Okay? Just with y'all. Alright? So, y'all get that thing together, child. What else happened? What else happened? I think that's it. They rushed the season. I don't know why the hell they rushed the season. That worked my nerves. And I wish them all nothing but the best. It's going to be interesting to see what season 7 is going to give. Who's all going to be on the show, etc. Personally, I think they should just keep the same cast. they might as well, and bring extras on maybe. But I don't really care to meet anybody new. I really don't. Um, yeah, just keep the same cast exactly how it is. Give Tamara her fair second season with this cast. She came in with this cast, and so give her a good, clean second season from the beginning and make her an official cast member. That's all I got to say about that. I don't want to see no left cheek, right cheek. I can care less. I don't want to see Tanya. I don't want to see the other little chubby one. What's her name? Samantha. I don't want to see her. I don't want to see, yeah, just keep this cast and we'll see what happens. With that said, I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at @ItsKingsWorld on Instagram and Twitter, at @ItsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, MrChalaki on Cash App and PayPal, and as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. See y'all later.